You are now tuned in to the GNWY podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the GNWY podcast. We are in Denver, Colorado with EYA, and we are here with none other than Ryan Griffis, everybody. Make some noise for Ryan. Thank you so much for coming through, bro. And you are Mr. Ryan Griffis.
I go by Mr. Griffis on all platforms, and my message is really just to try to be a light in somebody's dark day.
Yeah.
You know, I heard y'all's message, and GNWY is something that I want to get behind, man. You guys are impactful, and just your all's message felt heartfelt, man. And I'm just blessed to be in your all's presence.
Oh, no way, man. For real. We're honored with you, and then we're honored as well, man. Thank you so much for your service. You're in what branch?
I'm in the Army. I'm an engineer.
Yeah, and you're currently in, right?
I'm still active duty.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for your service,
I appreciate
it. How'd you get connected with EYA and everything?
So, funny story. I was asked to go to the Cheer Choice Awards.
Yeah.
And then I got a 30-second conversation with Danielle, and that's all it took. She started following me on social media, and then about 2 weeks ago, she said, "Hey, you have to go to this event. I'm going to name drop you." And I was just like, "What event is it?" And then the next day, Marcus called, and he's like, "Hey," which I seen him there and win his awards.
He hit you with the "What up, family?"
Yeah, he said, "What up, family?" And unfortunately, I didn't get to see him I didn't get to talk to him in person there.
Right.
But he called me the next day, and him and Ashley, we hit it off.
That's amazing.
You know, I say it all the time, God doesn't make mistakes, and all it took was that 30-second conversation with Danielle for her and I to hit it off.
Yeah.
And now I'm here today speaking.
So
and then
cool,
I get to meet individuals like you guys,
man,
which is just
it's an honor, man.
It's incredible.
It's exciting, man.
Yeah.
But for one, man, I mean, your story was and we got a brief glimpse of it into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, we'll just start with the whole thing. Generation Y, obviously, we talk about mental health and everything, and that was a big part of your story, right?
It was.
And so, why is mental health so important to you?
So, you know, I resonate with a lot of different reasons, but me being in a childhood, going through physical, mental, and emotional abuse, it resonates with me so much about being able to impact the youth is because I was that individual that needed to hear something that I have to say now.
Right.
So when I started my platforms back in 2020, I had over 300 videos just saved, never did launch a TikTok or nothing.
Really?
And it was just me talking into a camera on something that I needed to hear because of what I was going through.
Wow.
And I launched that first one, and it went viral. We launched the second one, so on and so forth. And they just kept going viral because, one, nobody knew I was in the military yet, but the message that I had was for myself and nobody else, which sounds selfish, but it resonated with so many individuals.
Right.
So then I knew I was on something, that there's individuals that are out there outside of the service. I'm not the only one, as much as I felt that I was the only one. And then it led to the youth where, hey, if I can catch this at an early age and be there for somebody when I was going through that tough time and maybe be a light in their dark day, and then we can stop it at an early age.
Man, that's so amazing, man. I mean, even like whenever we're traveling around and we're talking to even partners and stuff, like we see it so many times, like, you know, obviously the youth is going through it, yes, but man, y'all veterans, bro.
Absolutely.
And like, what do you go in and like talk to the veterans at all?
I do. I can talk to anybody from the youth to individuals that are in uniform to veterans, so on and so forth. And I'll be honest with you, I have fought harder for my life outside of a combat zone than I ever did inside of a combat zone. And once I realized that after coming back, even with veterans nowadays, you know, it needs somebody to be honest and to be real and not scared to get canceled on a platform with what they have to say. And that's what I've always been willing to do. And luckily, I've been really fortunate with the Army that they allow me to do that and they fully support me. And then the day that they don't is the day that I'll probably hang up the uniform, because I stand for something that's so true that so many individuals need to hear. And there's not a lot of people that's willing to put it out all on the line to risk their career to say that.
So not only do you put your life on the line for the country, man, but you put your life on the line for what you stand for here, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, like, that takes so much courage, man.
It does.
So legit, props for you, man.
I
really
appreciate
respect that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, so even whenever you said you had these 300 videos saved up, and then you started getting these traction with the videos and everything. What was that feeling like? Obviously not feeling alone and all that, but like just getting the attention toward, Ryan.
Right. You know, it was. I have two different aspects that I talk about, and the first one was very negative. I didn't have Facebook until 2020. I was never outspoken, never on social media. didn't want to do it. So once I started going viral and started getting hundreds of thousands of followers, I didn't like it. I had individuals where I felt
I didn't.
Oh, yeah. I was so overwhelmed where I felt people were really relying on me to help them when I didn't think that I could even help myself.
It's a lot of pressure.
It was a lot of pressure. I was receiving hundreds of DMs, upwards of 20,000 emails from businesses, from organizations wanting me to come out and speak. And it wasn't until this year where I opened up and didn't announce that I wanted to speak, because from 2021 to 2022, I turned down 89 offers to be able to go to organizations and speak about my story, but I didn't want to go public with it. The fame and fortune is not what I wanted. I grew up dirt poor from humble beginnings, and I didn't want somebody to think that I am boasting about what I have or feel sorry for me for what I had went through. So I held it in, and it was easy just to talk to the camera because it was facing back at me. But this year I said, now if somebody after 2 years is still willing to have me to come and speak, then I'll open it up and I'll speak. But I won't ask anybody to have me come speak for them. And it's events like this. I'm going on a dozen now where I just come and individuals ask me to speak, and I come and talk about my story and my journey.
That's dope, man. I think that's more purposeful. It's more intentional because you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have to be reaching out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if they want your story, they want your story, you know? And
then the flip side of it, after I think I hit 1 million followers on TikTok, it is cool to be able to resonate and have parties and community and growth with organizations such as this one, as
and that's
EYA.
them in the background for everybody that's listening. They're all still being wild and stuff. We just got out of session. So.
It's
definitely
good. But it's organizations like this that I have a platform, or businesses that I can help that I resonate with. I don't want to be one of those social media influencers that are just trying to sell stuff to get my followers to buy it. The individuals that I'm sponsored by or that I invest in is people that I resonate with, like EYA, and I love this organization. And now GNWY, you know, so I'm all about it.
Man, for real though, I really appreciate everything that you're doing. Obviously your service overseas, but man, for real here, because we definitely need those non-wavering staples and voices that are like, yo, this is what it is. And this is a way to get better. And you know what I'm saying? And I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for everything you do, man.
I appreciate what you guys do. And this isn't the last you're going to hear of me. GNWY, I'm telling you, you guys are doing whatever you're doing next year. I'll be at one of your all speakings. Anytime that you want to have.
Where are you from?
Kentucky originally, but I live here in Colorado Springs.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
So anytime that you guys need a promotion and want me to launch you on my platforms, I'm so willing
that means a lot, man. Thank you so much, man.
Let individuals know that, because it's something that about this organization that you guys are doing that I can feel. You know, I was the youth that needed to hear the message that you guys are putting out. So anywhere I can help with my platforms to get it in front of millions of individuals, I'm willing to do so.
Man, that means a lot, man, for real. Especially in this day and age when it's like,
absolutely,
that's what it is these days. You know? But for real, man. So thank you for everything that you do, bro. And for real, if you have anything, give me your tags where everybody can follow you at. And then also give me one thing, one tagline, one phrase, something that keeps you going, and like, you know, you stand on that one phrase.
Absolutely.
And you can look, here.
All my tags, my TikTok and Instagram, my Clapper and Facebook is under Mr. Griffis. My YouTube channel is under Ryan Griffis. And my one-liner would be, if God's willing to wake me up each and every day with air in my lungs and a voice to speak, then I continue to do so, because if not me, then who?
Boom, my goodness. All right. Yo, make some noise one more time for Ryan Griffis, everybody. Yo, thank you so much, man. It means a lot. And check out EYA, check out Ryan Griffis on everything and anything. And we'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the GNWY podcast. Peace.
Let's go.